Welcome back to our weekly newsletter on the economy, where we bring you the latest updates on business and economic trends. Today, I will take you on a journey through this week's newsletter. To receive our weekly newsletter and stay informed on the latest economic developments, simply follow our website in the description below. Starting off, production and construction saw some interesting trends. In the euro area, there was a moderate increase of 0.5%, while the EU experienced a slight decline of 1%. The IMF emphasizes the importance of central bank independence in safeguarding the world economy. Political pressures on monetary policy are cautioned against, with transparency and accountability underscored as crucial elements. Fiscal responsibility and a well-regulated financial system are deemed essential for supporting central bank mandates. S&P analysis of flash PMI data reveals improving economic growth in major economies. Albeit with lingering price pressures, business confidence remains high despite inflation concerns, promoting cautious optimism from central banks regarding future monetary policy adjustments. In Slovenia, average earnings dipped below those of the previous month, signaling potential shifts in the country's economic landscape. The European Investment Bank has approved 5.5 billion euros in financing for various projects spanning clean energy, innovation, and reconstruction efforts in Ukraine. These initiatives align with the EIB's commitment to fostering economic development while addressing environmental and social challenges. The CBR highlights the impact of remote working on London's economy, suggesting an artificial boost of £8 billion at the expense of other regions. This discrepancy underscores the need for updated metrics to accurately reflect economic activity in the era of remote work. Consumer price inflation surged in Singapore, driven by increased costs in services and food. Projections for 2024 indicate continued inflationary pressures, particularly in these sectors. February 2024 saw a notable surge in EU car sales, with electric and hybrid electric vehicles showing significant growth. Petrol remained popular, while diesel sales declined in most major markets. Many Australians remain skeptical about the impact of generative AI on employment, highlighting the need for comprehensive training initiatives to fully harness the technology's potential. The UAE's foreign direct investment is estimated at $2.5 trillion by early 2024, with significant investments in projects like the development of Ras Al Hekma in Egypt, aiming to spur economic growth and bilateral relations. The IHK Business Barometer reveals concerning trends in the European Union's competitiveness, as reported by 3,000 German businesses. Over the past 5 years, 2/3 of industrial firms have noted a decline in the EU's attractiveness. Key concerns include bureaucracy, energy supply, and cybersecurity. Business leaders are calling for swift EU reforms to enhance competitiveness and attract investment. Moving on to Bosnia and Herzegovina, February 2024 saw a 0.5% monthly rise in the consumer price index, with notable increases in food, transport, and hospitality sectors. Annually, inflation rose by 2.1%, while clothing and transport prices experienced declines. In Hong Kong, the first 2 months of the year witnessed a 16.6% rise in exports and 9% increase in imports. However, February alone saw a slight decline of 0.8% in exports and 1.8% in imports. Shifting our focus to the EU health and social work sector, 2.3 million businesses contribute 7.4% to the economy, employing 13.1 million people, with a total net turnover over 8,000 billion euros. Contributions vary across countries, with Germany leading at 9.7% and Romania at the lowest with 1.5%. In a surprising move, Switzerland becomes the first significant economy to lower interest rates by 0.25 percentage points to 1.5%. The Swiss National Bank cites inflation concerns, with analysts predicting further rate cuts. Economic growth for this year is forecasted at 1% amidst the announcement of the SNB chairman's resignation, highlighting the global uncertainty. Spain's industrial producer prices experienced an 8.2% year-over-year decline in February, primarily due to a 24.2% decrease in energy prices. This marks a modest revision from the previous month's 3.9% decline. In Moldova, February saw a 0.1% decrease in producer prices compared to January, contributing to a yearly decline of 0.8%. Now, an insightful segment on the best countries for software developers. From Poland's burgeoning tech hub to the innovation scene in Armenia and the established tech giants in the Baltic states, there is no shortage of options for software professionals seeking diverse opportunities. In Albania, February saw a concerning trend as exports declined by 16.1% year-on-year. This marked a 7.9% decrease compared to January. Imports, on the other hand, rose by 6.4%. Shifting gears to the UK's food industry, which is grappling with fierce competition and disruptive challenges despite the need for innovation and adaptation, supermarkets remain cautious about embracing warehouse automation. However, independent analysis suggests that the real challenge lies in the implementation rather than the technology itself. With a measured approach and experienced partners like Inwar, the food industry could navigate this landscape effectively. In Japan, there is relief as the country avoids a technical recession despite revised GDP growth estimates falling below expectations. While 2 consecutive quarters of economic contraction define a technical recession, economists had anticipated a more significant upward revision to fourth quarter GDP. Meanwhile, in Germany, producer prices of industrial products declined by 4.1% compared to February 2023 and by 0.4% from January. This trend underscores ongoing challenges in the industrial sector. And breaking news from the United States, where unemployment benefits claims edged down unexpectedly in March. Economists had anticipated a rise, highlighting the volatility of the job market amidst ongoing economic shifts. And now in Azerbaijan, January witnessed a mixed performance in industrial output. While the oil and gas sector dipped by 2.5%, the non-oil and gas sector surged by 8.9%. Notable increases were observed in the pharmaceuticals, leather products, and computer electronics. Turning our attention to Turkey, the unemployment rate decreased by 1 percentage points to 9.4% and reflecting positive strides in the labor market. And finally, in Portugal, the industrial production price index saw a 2.3% year-on-year drop in February, and it signaled challenges in the industrial sector. That wraps up our economy newsletter for today. We covered a wide range of topics. Stay informed and tuned in for more economic news in our upcoming episodes. Thank you for watching and remember to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates.